Well, ladies and gents, boys and girls, it's an end of an era for our man and Sharon's van. We decided that we want to move on a little bit. We want to get something a little bit bigger, a bit more comfortable. We're sorry to see this van go, actually, because it's been such a good van. It's never broken down. It took us everywhere around Europe, top end of Scotland, bottom end of England, and 4 cars of the United Kingdom, actually. So we'll show you what we're going to buy, or what we've bought, and we're picking it up today. And this is what we've part exchanged the camper van for. This is a Deth Leppard Euro style 2013 model. It's on a Fiat Ducato 2.2 multi-jet bodywork, or I should say chassis, and only done 26,500 miles, if it's that, to be honest with you. So anyway, let's have a walk around it and have a look outside, and then we'll take you inside and have a look on the inside as well. So rough dimensions of this van, it's about just over 6 metres, which is about 20 foot. It's something like 2.1 metres wide, which is about 7 foot, and it's roughly about 3 metres in height, which is roughly about 9 to 10 foot high. And one of the reasons why I bought this is because I had nowhere in the camper van to put the excess stuff I normally carry, which is now a paddleboard and a couple of folding bikes plus other stuff. So I bought it with this garage on the back. Let's go inside the garage and have a look at what's inside there. Well, this is the back end. The bed's above it. At the moment I've got some firewood for later on. Got me little deck chairs. I have a solar panel if I want to try that out, because I've got no solar on top yet, and a few other bits and pieces in here. In here is the gas bottles, if you can see them there. These gas bottles, obviously propane, and they're from the camper van at the moment. One on the right's from my caravan, actually, and the left is from the camper van that we had spare, so I've put them in here for the time being, so I can just give it a go and see how things run off. Space up there, and the space over here, and behind that is the Truma combi boiler inside there, and a little light in here. You see here, you've got some tie downs, if you can see them, which I'm using at the moment just to hold the deck chairs in place. This is the socket for 230 electric, which I won't be using that much, I'll be honest with you. They're just the vents for the fridge. This is the fresh water inside there. It holds about 120 litres roughly. And this is the for emptying the toilet, or the toilet cassettes in there actually. And this is at the back for the Truma multi combo boiler vent. This little thing here is just to empty the wastewater tank. It's grey water, it's not toilet water. And this is the point where it comes out and runs into a drain or wherever it needs to run to. The motorhome came with an awning as well, about 4 metres. So the first time I've 2 kids out, so I'll wind it out and see what it looks like. Now the awning's out, I've got a fastening kit I got off the camper van. It's always essential to do that, because otherwise a gust of wind comes up to this, it'll drag it away and end up damaging it, and even worse, damaging the motorhome. Straps on, nice and secure. Now we've been in for a walk round on the outside. Let's go and have a look at what this van's got on the inside. So as you're walking through the door, on the right hand side there's 2 chairs, drivers and passenger, and they swivel round so they can face the table. This is the table, obviously, and underneath here is where the fresh water is. It's about 120 litres of fresh water. Plenty of water for keep us going for a weekend, definitely. Under the driver's seat there's 2 leisure batteries, 2 95 amp hour leisure batteries, and under this seat here is the electrical system. It's called a shroud
It's a German system. I think it's called Schode. I'll put it at the bottom where it's actually spelt. And this is a little box that controls everything inside the camper, inside the motorhome. Above the driver's and passenger seats is a nice big skylight, and it's got a blind on it. It goes down there to stop all the sun coming in. Or if you push these two levers, let me just do it. You've got a nice net when you open the skylight up to get a bit fresher and not letting them little midges and that in it. Either side is plenty of places to store stuff, as you can see. Above the table, there's plenty spaces to store stuff as well. Under this seat here, it's actually mates into a bed. You just have to pull the cushions off, and then you can lift this up. This part here, I've got storage underneath there at the moment. Just shove it around a little bit. You lift this up, you drag it out this way, and it doubles up as a storage area. This falls out here as well. Table comes down and makes into a bed. Not made it yet. They've not it that long, so we don't exactly know how it fits together, but I'm sure it'd be easy. To the left of the door as you come in, there is a hob with 3 rings on it. But then, when we take this over here, we've got a sink. Just got some stuff in that we've had a drink this morning, and a mixer tap. We have a fridge, and it's a top part freezer there. Works off 12 volt, 230 volt and gas. These are all safety knobs here. You can turn them off and isolate the gas for each one of them. And then down here is, let me just take that out of the way. And down here is a oven. Now it's got no grill, so I can't make toast with it, unfortunately, but never mind. And the oven has worked off gas. The bed is a cross bed. This is what I wanted. So the space isn't very high for me, but it's comfortable enough anyway. And it's over 2 meters, so it's plenty long enough for me to lie on. There are a couple of halogen lights there. It's got a shelf above, and it's got some cupboards here to store stuff as well. And another shelf. If you're not sure who this fella is, he's our mascot. He's called Riga. He's from Lithuania, from the city of Riga. And when we bought him, way back when I was travelling round up through the North Cape and that, the only way we could get this fella out the shop was we had to name him. I think it must be a tradition in Lithuania. So I thought, well, we're in Riga, might as well call him Riga. So hence the name Riga. Got a nice skylight above us there. And got a nice skylight just above the sitting area in the living room. Now we go into our toilet and the shower area and the sink. Some space there, some space above there, and then this is the curtain you draw around to have a shower. Obviously, I don't think they'd be waterproof, hence the reason why you've got a curtain there, but it suits us for what we need it for anyway. As I said before, it's got an electrical system is run by basically one box, and it's a German system as far as I know. It's called Schode. I'll put it down at the bottom. I don't know how to spell it. And it's run from a sort of distributor box under the actual passenger seat. You've got to plug everything to that for everything to work. It distributes all the power to where it's necessary. You can even plug a solar power system inside there as well. So at some point I'll be plugging a solar power system into the box itself. The only drawback it's got 230 volt, quite a few plugs for that, but it's only got one 12 volt plug, which is a DIN plug, which is the German one. You know, it's a thin one. I have them on motorbikes and German motorbikes and stuff like that. So I need to really extend that, otherwise we've not got a lot of 12 volt power in here from one point, and I need more stuff to point it to. The heating system for water and hot air throughout the van is this Truma Combi E. So this is obviously where you different settings, and that's where I'm assuming it's. We don't know that much about it yet, so we're still learning. I think it's for 12 volt and gas, 230 volt and gas, and this is obviously the controls we want to do with it. This has got one outlet at the moment, a DIN plug outlet, which is it's not enough for what I need it for, but at the moment I'm using that on an adapter. It's got plenty of these sockets, these 230 volt sockets. There's loads of them, quite a few of them, so I can work that if I'm plugged in. But the idea is not to be plugged in, to be honest with you. Under the bed is a cupboard. And, so it's got a coat hanger, but it's not really for hanging coats on, I don't think. It's made for hanging maybe t-shirts and something like that. A little bit of space there, you can store things in. We're trying to figure out where everything goes at the moment. There's some storage area there, and there's a bit there, and there's the 230 breaker system there. It's something goes off, it's on 230 volt. Now the television's stuck there for the time being. This aerial just sits on top of the roof. There's no aerial to this this motorhome, so I just stick it through the hatch on the roof, really, for the time being. This one's off 230 or 12 volt. 12 volt got plugged back in. It has to run up there and straight to that plug over there. So it's not ideal at the present time. My intention is to put the television here on a plate so it can swivel backward and forward and can push it out the way. That's the main thing. It's got a few coat hangers on the door at the back, which actually fold away when you don't necessarily. And above here, this is the control panel for the. It's very basic, to be honest with you. We'll click on the 12 volt. I can take it back off there, just knock 12 volt off if I want to cut all the power to the 12 volt system. Put it back over on 12 volt anyway. Down there when it lights up, it means we're on 230 volt. This is the battery power. When I press the top one there, that's the leisure batteries. They're fully charged. And when I press it down there, it's telling me that the van battery is fully charged as well. This here is telling me how much water I've got. So the top one is fresh water. When I click it up, it's filled. We've just filled it up. When I press the bottom, that's telling me that's where's the grey water. So it's only a quarter full, so there's plenty of space in there before we need to empty it. This switch is for the step that goes in or out the way, because it's quite tall to go in this van. This is a light. This is a switch that just basically, as you step in the van, you switch it on, and it puts that light on. There's more lights on under there, which are on little rocker switches, and these two lights up here are worked off this one up here. And there you have it. A quick rundown of the motorhome that we've purchased very recently. This is our first weekend out, so we're just learning everything to do with this system and this motorhome. Never had a motorhome before. We've had a camper van. Camper van's quite basic, and it did us what we needed it for. But I've decided that I want to do more things and go place a little bit more comfort. I don't have to keep putting the roof up. This van isn't quite ideal. Isn't quite ideal yet for me. There's a few things I need to do on it. One of the things I'm going to do is change it to a gas system, the gas system, which is when we go in Europe, then if I want to fill up with gas, I can basically go to most petrol stations and have a gas filler there, so I can keep filling up. And it's anywhere in Europe really. We just need different connections to it, so it fits onto the actual system. Because the system I'll be putting in will be for the UK. Then you get certain connectors wherever you may go, so you can carry on filling with gas. So I don't have to worry about getting gas. I've heard that Keller's not very popular in Europe, so no point keeping Keller gas systems. Also, I want to get solar panels on the roof. With the shout system, I mentioned the German system, it looks as though I need a sort of MPPT or WPM, is it they're called? One or the others are different ones, but they'll fit into this system. This system's plug and play. So it's a matter of setting that up. The panels on the roof, I think maximum about 250 watt anyway, which should be enough for what I need it for. We don't use it that much, to be honest with you. Just for charging phones and charging cameras and maybe watching the TV now and again, or watching a DVD or whatever it may be. So I'm going to put some solar panels on top of the roof. I may even put an aerial on top of the roof, yeah, depending really. In Europe, I've got this because I want to do more travelling in Europe, and it's much more comfortable for Sharon, to be honest with you, than me, because if you've watched my other channel, I'm down all sorts of bunkers and in sorts of structures. I can be gone for hours, and in the camper van it was difficult for it to get comfortable really, but in this motorhome now it's really comfortable. So I'm trying to set it up as much as I can for off-road use. I'll probably get I might change the entertainment system here for something better, especially DAB, which we listen to a lot of DAB regarding Planet Rock and rock music, which we do like. The batteries are okay so far, 95 amps, it gives us 190 watts, amp of power, and we've watched the TV yesterday when we turned up, and we've had different things going, like the blown heater system on 12 volt and gas and other things, and the batteries are fully charged. I can't tell how much is in that battery. It's just either green or it might be amber, say for instance it's half full, or if it's fully flat then you know there's another little thing. So basically it's an analog system, but you can get stuff to fit into the ear. So you can actually read the volts from the battery, the leisure batteries, and also the van battery, because the system I mentioned actually charges both. I think it gives priority to the leisure batteries, and then when the leisure batteries are topped up fully, it'll put charge into the van battery, which is good for storage actually. When we're running, when we're moving, it won't make a difference because it's very rare I stay more than a day anywhere when I'm travelling around Europe anywhere. So that'll be interesting. As I said before, it's plug and play. We just need to work it out. And then what I need to do now is figure out how to put more USB sockets in, and more auxiliary sockets, 12 volt cigarette lighter type ones in, because I need to if I put the thing over there, telly over there, I need to figure out where I'm going to put a USB socket or auxiliary socket, probably up here, something like that. So we can watch it whenever we want to, really. In Europe, it's not much good watching the TV, but the good thing is we'll have Wi-Fi, so we can watch something anywhere, or we can bring some DVDs and watch that, or actually the TV will fit a USB, so I can put a hard drive in the back of it, so we can watch pre-done movies of whatever I want, whatever I've copied. Well, that's basically it. I can't think of anything else I can tell you at the moment, but no doubt if you come along on our new ride and our new adventures in this motorhome, you'll no doubt see where we get to and what we get up to and how I'll modify this. Now obviously there won't be videos of how to things because I'm not that good. I can do some myself. I may have to get some experts to put certain things in for me, because I'm not really that well up on certain things. So no doubt I will show you what we've got in, or what we've changed in the van as we go along. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you on the next video, whatever that may be.